The Ash, Lutzi and Susie O'Neill podcast.
Tuesday pod.
Oh, hey, yo. Oh, do we do it as a separate one, what Lockie has to talk about?
Yep.
I'll see if I can find that deep fake of Biden with his resignation. Biden.
I'm listening.
Have you not seen it? Is it nobody seen it?
I haven't seen it.
You watch. I bet you won't be
I
able to
haven't
find the
seen
freaking thing
I
now.
haven't seen it either.
I tell you what they've done cool, Susan.
Yes, David,
Are we?
I'm listening.
Sorry, I'm just taking my pants off, but you can't see me.
Now I've got a visual of it.
Well,
Have you had your shower for the night?
yeah, of course I have.
Okay, so you just got to tuck yourself in bed.
No, I just had trackies on, so I'm putting my shorts on. No, they've got old 1924 vision of like
Paris.
Olympic athletes.
I didn't realise it was exactly 100 years until I was
Yeah,
in Paris the other day.
pretty cool.
Since it was in Paris.
Since Tarzan.
Sorry? Oh, was he competing in that one?
Yeah.
That means, is that the one that... Oh, somebody... Oh, you go.
No, well, they've got the 1924 Olympians, and but they've put like a filter over it, so they're singing songs.
Oh, yeah?
You know how their lips move. You know
Yeah.
how you can do that thing where your lips move.
Yeah.
Well, they've done that on the big screen. It's pretty funny.
Okay. That is funny. I've got a Tarzan story. So, what's his real name? Johnny... whatever
Well,
his name is.
Weismuller.
Lavender.
Weismuller.
Weismuller.
So he was against an Australian called Cecil Healy. It must have been those Olympics then, because Johnny Well's mother, let's just call him Tarzan, he missed the heats of his 100 metres freestyle event. And so Cecil Healy, the
right.
Australian, qualified fastest. But Cecil said,
Yeah,
no,
that's right. Yes.
I want the best field. I want to go against the best field. Let Tarzan compete or qualify at least. So he qualified into the final and beat Cecil Healy, just apparently, and Cecil got the silver. And then
Yeah.
Cecil Healy went to must have been the Second World War then, and was the only or first Olympic gold medalist killed in battle.
Ah, what?
Yeah, and he was real like a hero to his troops.
They loved him.
They loved him.
Yeah, it's a good story, that one,
yeah,
isn't
there's a book out about it. I should read the book again.
it.
You'd have been spewing if you're the person that had to miss out on the final because Tarzan came back in.
I think I'm going to say you would have been spewing if you went to war and died.
Well, that's all. That also.
Was that
but
around the same
more
Olympics
spewing.
as Duke? Duke, whatever.
Sorry, that's who I'm thinking of.
That's all, that story.
That's a Duke story.
When you said that
Oh,
story,
God.
yeah, no, that's Duke.
I'm a dummy.
Yeah, the guy.
So it wasn't Cecil?
the inventor of surfing.
Cecil is correct.
The guy who brought surfing to Australia.
The
One of the
person-
pioneers of surfing. Duke.
So Cecil survived.
No, Cecil
Cecil-
died.
Well,
So who died in the
redo
war?
that story, take out Tarzan, change the year, put in
Duke.
Duke, and you have the story.
Yeah, I think
Dylan,
that's
you
right.
can work that
So
in
just-
post-production,
you know
can't
what?
you?
You know what? There's a good story there somewhere, but you can't look for it.
The point is,
You know what I mean?
So
Like it's
confused.
yeah.
the point is, Cecil Healy was, I think, the only gold medalist from Australia who's died in war.
And by the way,
I think.
when was the last time you came across someone who was named Cecil? I'm trying to work out whether or not that's one of those cool names that could be brought
Cecil.
back. Like Sid.
Pat Welsh's partner.
That's a lady.
Yeah.
How do you spell
Well,
Cecil?
I didn't know we were discriminating against
C-E-C-I-L.
But
Cecil.
that must be short.
Cess, you get Cess, you get Cesspit, Cess,
Cecil C. DeMille.
Cessman,
Okay.
Cessna.
Right, the story's quite different to the one I just told you. Change the years as well and change the war.
It was World War One, it would have
Make
been,
it
wouldn't
World War One.
Yes. Was it Duke?
And make it Duke and make it the Stockholm 1912 Olympics.
Just go read the book.
Yeah, just have a
What
look
did the
at it.
Duke? Oh, the Duke swam in the Olympics, did he?
The Duke forgot his togs or something, and then he missed the heat, and then Cecil said, no, look, Duke's the best swimmer.
Yes.
He's got to be in the final. And it is like one of the great acts of sportsmanship.
It's a long story.
And
though,
now
isn't
there's
it?
a war.
Well,
there's
so
a,
we've got it. It's only long as
We got it
we
wrong.
keep stuffing
We
it
told
up.
7
Would that
times.
happen in the Olympics today?
No.
Would they allow it in the Olympics today?
I would. Oh, well, you'd be crazy if someone missed their final to let them in.
I mean, we had a
It
similar.
happens.
You
like,
had a
people-
similar
people still
thing
forget
happen.
their stuff, though.
Well, don't forget about Ian Thorpe and what's his name?
What was his
Oh,
name?
What's
See,
that?
look, forgotten.
What's that kid's name?
I want to say Craig.
Australian
Craig
or
Hackett.
American?
No, not Craig Hackett.
Is his name Craig? Is that
Oh,
wrong?
he looks like a Craig.
I mean, I was in the team with him. I should definitely know.
Pretty sure his name was Craig.
Craig.
what was his name? No cheating here. So Ian Thorpe was clearly the best swimmer in the world, and then there was this Aussie bloke, and they were at the They were at the selection trials, weren't they?
I've got it. I mean, I googled, but
Yeah,
I've got
but
it.
don't-
in case. No, I'm not going to. But I got
Selection
it.
trials.
We
I have
should
the
know.
answer.
I mean, you should definitely
I
know
should
this.
definitely know it.
There's-
I'm just
It's like a Glenn Housman
the last
type,
story.
but not.
not quite as good.
Yeah, bridesmaid.
Oh, what's his name?
Craig.
It was the biggest.
Is Craig correct?
I'm not
No,
saying anything.
Craig's his last name.
Daniel Craig. No.
Do you give up yet?
Anyway, no. Keep telling
Yeah,
the
give
story. It
up.
might
So I'm
come back.
about to go to sleep.
Keep telling. So Ian Thorpe fell into the pool.
And anyway, at the selection trials,
2000.
You-
Was it? No, 2004. I don't even know the year. Don't. Let me just take.
feel
Let me stay out of the story.
I feel like it wasn't Sydney because it was that big of a.
Right. It's not-
Like that would have been an even bigger story. But so Thorpe,
Craig Stevens.
Craig Stevens is
Good
his
get, Susie.
name.
I knew we had two first
Yep.
names.
Craig Stevens.
Keep
Yes.
going with the story.
Thorpe went for the selection trials. You got to finish top 2 to make the Australian team or whatever it was. But Thorpe would have shit it in.
Yeah.
He's the best swimmer in the
the
world
best in the world.
by a mile. Like we're looking at him to break world records. Forget about just
Winning.
qualifying for the Australian team.
Yeah.
But he bloody went and false started. An immediate disqualification. Like that's it. And so all of a sudden the Australian swim team's like, well, we got to have Thorpe because not only will he. Should he be there, he'll win the gold medal and probably break a world record.
But that's the rules. He didn't qualify.
And Craig Stevens went out and won the race, and everyone was like, listen, no disrespect here, but like even Susie O'Neill's going to forget this bloke's name in about 2 weeks. She's on the team.
It was
with
2
him.
decades, to be fair.
Trust me, Suze didn't know his name 2 weeks after the Olympics. Like, she barely knew his name before he won the race.
I'd never heard of him personally.
Well,
She's completely forgotten about him.
So he gave it up, did he?
I don't remember what
He
happened.
gave up his spot.
He gave up his spot.
Why did
yeah.
the second place?
No, Tarzan came in.
It was Duke, wasn't
actually, you're
it?
correct. Why did not the second person? The second person mustn't have got chosen.
Or maybe Craig Stevens was the second, but I can't
No,
remember.
he won it.
I can't
He
remember.
won it.
Second person to get the qualifier.
He mustn't have
the
qualified.
quali.
Yeah.
Craig Stevens gave up his spot. Ian Thorpe, now I'm pretty sure, but I could be wrong, went on to, I'm going to say, win that
Yeah,
event.
he did. He won. Surely
he win
he
it?
won. Yeah.
Surely.
And you got to say, as a country, we kind of bullied poor old Craig Stevens
Yeah.
out of it. Like, no.
Yeah, we certainly
It was
did.
like,
Yeah, he
I don't know if
would've.
anyone ever sat him down
I
and said,
wonder.
listen, mate,
Don
the,
would've.
the
Don-
whole country wants you to give this one
They
a
would have
rest.
pressured him.
Don Talbot would have said it to him. What would he have said, Lutzy?
Oh, Craig. Just come and sit there for a second, mate. Have some milk. What's happened here is that Ian's a far better swimmer than you are. Okay, we all know that, don't we? You've won the race, and he's false started, and he can't go. Now, it's time you put your big boy pants on and made a decision for your nation. And if you make this decision, they'll be talking about you in 20, 30 years from now.
No one will ever forget your name.
He won silver at the Athens Olympics, Craig Stevens.
You will go down.
He went all right too.
You'll go down in history as one of the greatest acts of sportsmanship. And we will remember your name. So you want to hear the Biden bit? So it's a deep fake video, but this was out. This was out hours after he stepped down.
Yeah.
And it's him at the White House
Oh my
desk.
God, that was
It looks-
legit.
It looks so legit. But look,
What's it sound like?
that's Biden sort of at the presidential table. This is what it sounds like.
My fellow Americans, I want to take a moment to address some of the hateful shit you've been talking about me. Many of you have said I am suffering from brain worms or that I have applesauce for brains. Well, I won't mince words, so here it is. You. You're all a bunch of end of quote. Repeat the line. So enjoy President Cackles or President Booty Juice. I really don't give two anymore. Biden out.
It happened to one of my...
Oh,
Very good.
funny. That's funny.
Biden out.
The Ash, Lutzy, and Susie O'Neill podcast.